What's up, guys? My name is Josh. This is a new segment called Hot Box Thoughts, where we're gonna be getting in-depth thoughts. I'm gonna be high, and Zico's not.
All right, Josh is gonna be in that tent, zipping it up, and that thing is airtight. He's gonna be smoking those blunts in that little tray he got right there, progressively getting higher and higher, while I sit right there and just talk to him completely sober. Let's see how it goes.
420.
Yes, sir, 420. All right, and this is Josh's little weed bar in the corner, and explain what we got for our selection
so
today,
what I
man.
got here? Well, first off, this is my beautiful weed bar. I got all these different little selections here. Pickle Rick, so smooth. So I got these little party packs. It's mixed with passion fruit, sativa, Captain Cake, indica, and it got blueberry cupcake hybrid.
What's up, everybody?
Howdy.
Welcome back to another episode of Broken Bear Conversations, Hotbox Edition, aka Hotbox Thoughts. You know, Josh is over there in that tent. It's closed. He's hotboxing in there. I'm outside, sober, and we're just talking. You know, I think it's a really cool dynamic. And I think it's so interesting to see him in the tent smoking. But yeah, anyway, Broken Bear Conversations. Check us out. We're on all platforms. We're on Instagram, Spotify, TikTok, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Broken Bear Conversations. Check us out wherever you need your shit. Check us out. Clips, audio, video, we got it all. And yeah, so I'm Seiko.
I'm Josh.
So Josh over there. And yeah, this is Hotbox Thoughts. What are you smoking on?
So, I am smoking this Capital City Chronic, which is highly recommend. Buy this in Seattle.
Oh shit, you bought
No, this is yours.
That's Capital City. Oh, my bad. I thought you were saying Captain's Cake.
I'm like, this is Clown Royale, Capital City Chronic. It is an indica. Highly recommend anything Capital City because their weed is actually really good. For the price, for sure. My current budget, this is perfect weed. But
yeah, what's the deal for that? What do you? How much you pay and how much you get?
So I normally, these are full size joints. You get 28 of them. I think it's $50, I believe, for 28. For full size joints, 1 gram joints. But I usually get the half joints. These are smaller, kind of tricks my head as well, so I don't smoke as much because it's just half of these. You get 28 as well. And it's only $35.
That's a great deal.
Yeah, 35 for half joints, man. That shit's perfect.
And where do you? Never. I was gonna say where you get it at, but I don't want to put that out there because I don't think it's safe to do.
Yeah. No, people are trying to find what the fuck's going on. No.
Yeah.
But it's Capital City Chronic. I think it's really good. It's a Seattle brand. Look for it. It's worth it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So yeah, the plan so far is for him to do 1 joint, potentially 2. But yeah,
it gets really fucking smoky in here.
Yeah, that's like it gets hot. There's like condensation on the fucking tent walls. So
with this tent, so people know, again in the winter, this shit's gonna be fucking great because it does make it 10 degrees hotter in here, which is unfortunate because it's summer right now in Seattle. But I feel like if we end up going like outside or something like that, this is perfect because it'll be warm as fuck. So you can actually be chilling in here while everyone else will be freezing as fuck outside. But I feel like this is not a bad thing for a small purpose. If you're gonna be here for like 15 minutes, take a couple of hits, chill, you're good, man. You'll be good for the most of the day. This shit's crazy how high it can get you. Mm-hmm. I hotbox and other stuff in my car all the time. I guess because this is so much smaller. Even in like I think Cat Slash was saying how he would hotbox in a regular tent anyway. I guess because it's just your head's already here at the top. You know? So it's like the smoke's just here. It's like you're taking a shit ton of hits every single time.
Because the smoke is rising to the top.
Always.
Which is where your head's at.
Yeah, constantly, man.
Yeah,
it's just
so you're just constantly breathing in, getting higher and higher.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how the concept of hotboxing works. But
no, you're right.
Yeah, but anyway, I wish I could smoke because I want to do a challenge one day where I just have like 8 joints in there and I just smoke them all right away and see how long I can last.
Oh shit!
And for real, stay in there for as long as I can.
One day for sure, I would love to do that as well. Yeah. We experiment. We just be 2 different hot boxes. We just talk to each other and then who passes out first.
Yeah, maybe as we keep growing, we'll tell your friends, subscribe and shit. But maybe as we keep growing, we can make that into like a big event video to look forward to eventually.
Yeah, contest. Who can last the longest?
Yeah.
I'll be down. You have a prize they can win. I'll just like, am I paying for the weed? No, man.
Shit. How about whoever gets out first, they gotta get socked by the other guy.
Oh shit! Yeah, there you go.
And while you're high as fuck.
Yeah.
I didn't process that.
Have a little box of me.
Uh-huh.
No, but no, I'll be down. It'd be cool one day to have like a promotional event, shit like that.
Or maybe we do a video where we both do hot box in our own tents, and then at the end of it we get out and we box each other.
Oh shit! Oh yeah.
See how that
Yeah,
works.
I like that. No, come out with just like smoke cover. We hot box for like we smoke like we have to smoke all these joints in like 5 minutes. All these fucking joints. We have to smoke them and then we get out and we just fucking crazy try to box. Man, we gonna fuck up each other. We gonna fall down, hit the wall.
Nah, for real.
No, for real, that'd be cool though.
I just want to see what happens. I think it'd just be entertaining to watch.
It would be. I'd watch it.
Yeah.
That's how I look at shit. If I'd watch it, let's go.
Yeah.
Because I watch some weird shit. That's funny.
I mean, that's how YouTube works. It's just you gotta make videos that people want to watch.
Yeah.
That's what Mr. B said. And I feel like people would want to watch a guy in a tent hotboxing while another guy just outside talking to him.
I forgot. I'm gonna start blowing this shit down at the bottom.
Yeah.
The only downside I will say with this is, as the smoke rises, for sure, man, your nose will start running, your eyes start fucking hurting. That's the only downside I will say to this. But I feel like if you're in a colder environment, it won't be so bad. I think when it gets hotter, it's like it makes it a little worse. Meanwhile, why the fuck am I wearing a cardigan? So I was like,
that's a good question.
I was like, wait a second. I was like, I lied.
In our previous Hotbox episode, our guest was wearing a full-on jacket. So
oh, that's right. What? I forgot to tell him that.
I would think it would be common sense to take that off before you hotbox a fucking tent in the summer, you know. But yeah, I was gonna say I forgot. How you feeling so far?
Oh, I feel great.
What's your progress on that joint? Show the camera.
Almost halfway. It's
Halfway.
like 70% left.
That's a indica, right?
Indica, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost halfway.
Okay, nice. Yeah. I was gonna say when I was in that tent, Seco intros the hotbox. That's the video title, by the way, if you want to see it. How long was I in there for like 30, almost 40 minutes?
I think almost 40 minutes. Yeah, you're like 20 plus, so is that happy 30-ish?
I feel like even though I was there for 40 minutes, I didn't feel my eyes hurting or anything like that. So I want to reach that point where I start feeling pain.
No, it was like, I forgot how long I was in there, but I usually didn't get that bad when I first did it. I was in there for hours, but everything was open because we were nervous, so we had all the windows open. We're like, how much smoke's gonna be in here? How much leakage? We didn't know. So while I was in there for hours, I smoked. I took it slow. I smoked about 4 joints, but it was over like hours though, and I was chilling in there. It was actually pretty comfortable. I had snacks, you know. But
wait, the question I have for you is why you have a balcony? Why don't you just smoke on the balcony?
Oh, because like well, I experiment with weed. I experiment with everything in life, man. I'm curious about too much shit. I like to see the differences in how high. I might actually get the bong in here. Side note, I wanted to try that earlier, but
oh yeah, we should get it.
But no, I just like to experiment. I was curious how high you could get just in here, how much smoke it holds. So I was seeing the level of the differences. I will say the most high I've gotten was when I hotboxed in my cat house, my cat tree, and I put a blanket over it.
What are you talking about? Could you go into detail about that?
Oh, so again, like how I like to experiment. My cat, cat's a little scratch house, like a scratch tree house.
Yeah.
I don't know is it called a cat tree? I don't know the name of it.
Okay.
But anyway, so they have a little hole in the bottom, right? This one has a hole in the bottom.
There's like a cat scratch post and a hole in the bottom.
Yeah, it has like a little house, so there's like different levels to it, right? So this one has a hole in the bottom and a hole in the top that can pop out.
Okay.
And I was like, little space. I think my head can fit in there. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure I can like be able to smoke a joint in there. And I'm like, so I put a blanket over it real quick and just have my head in there and put my phone, listen to music, and it was perfect because the music, it was this tight little small space. The music echoed everywhere. Super loud, sounded phenomenal. The bass was amazing in it. It was just my phone, just by itself.
So you really stuck your head inside a cat
I did it on my birthday.
Tower and hotboxed it.
Yeah, I hotboxed in my cat tree. Yeah, it was great, and that was my birthday. That was my gift to myself. So what am I doing? That's the first thing I did in the morning. It was great. Had an intuition thought, follow it.
I see. You're an interesting individual.
No.
Did it smell like cat?
Actually, no.
No.
They don't ever lay in there. They don't like that little part for some reason.
Oh,
they never
really?
lay in that shit. They lay at the top all the time. They never go in the small part.
Man, that's funny because like I seen like photos on the internet where like people buy their cats these very luxury, fancy cat homes, right? And then the cat doesn't even go in there, but the cat would chill in the box that home came in.
No, it's the same thing with kids. I don't know if you ever been around kids where they parties where the toy's amazing, big, and expensive, but like all this box is fun. They play with the box. I was one of those motherfucking kids. I tried to build like a maze with it and shit.
Yeah.
Wear it like a suit. The boxes are great.
Hey, you ever watched that SpongeBob episode where they're like inside a box?
Yeah, and they're having so much fun.
When I saw that episode, I did that with my little brother.
Yeah.
Because I remember when we were younger, my family bought a big flat screen TV, and then me and my brother just went inside that box and pretended like we were like SpongeBob and Patrick, just having our own world and shit. Yeah, I miss doing that as a kid. We're like building like pillow forts on the couch. You ever done that?
100%.
Oh man, that was so fun.
No, pillow forts are great. I miss building like mazes and shit, like in homes. Like that's when I was a kid, you know, poor little white kid, had brothers doing the same thing. We got to figure shit out. I was always a crash dummy, but having these little fun ideas, I miss doing that. Like having played Floor's Lava. You played that as a kid? Love that shit. That was a fun game. So I can play that now. That'd be fun as fuck to do high. Floor's Lava. Just have a little foam pit you gotta crawl out if you fall in it. I would love to do shows like that.
That'd
you know.
be cool. Yeah.
But no, I think one day how cool would it be to have like a place where it's like a party you can go to and it's just these tents. They're all fucking full of just smoke. And like you zip it in to let people in, you zip it out, and they gotta make it through the maze to get to the other side. And there's like dead ends, so some will be vibe rooms, people will be chilling in there as well, but it's just smoke, so people just smoking in there. And you just I picture this thing all cloudy as fuck, and you get to the other side. I'm like, that'd be a fun little competition.
That would be really cool. You know, maybe if we keep doing this Hotbox Thoughts segment and it becomes a big thing, if we could set up an event like, hey, we're gonna do Hotbox Thoughts.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a Hotbox Thoughts near you.
Yeah.
With 20 tents all connected and hella joints in there. Go crazy.
Well, shit. Yeah, no, I mean, even if we don't even get big, and if I had some extra cash to blow, like, you know, I had like extra 5,000, you know, I saved up, fuck it. How fun would those be? And that might be what Cosmo has to big, you know, get big and blow up and shit.
Yeah.
Because I would just have a party like, hey, free weed, everyone's coming here, hang out, we have this party going on. Have a little fucking
That's not
tent.
gonna cost 5,000, man. That's
No.
gonna be less than that.
No, probably, but I just meant if I had extra money to blow,
Yeah.
why not? I
Yeah.
mean, I would do. That's what I did when I was younger. I would have money saved up sometimes, and I'm like, hey, let's go have fun. I'd go on a trip, go take people somewhere. I miss doing shit like that. It's nice every once in a while,
Yeah.
but it's also like people need to plan for the future. We talked about that last episode. I don't know. So I was thinking like, I brought up that movie Hook. I know you said you've seen it.
I haven't seen it.
Not seen it,
know
but I
of
know you know of it. Because I think it was important. There's a lesson in there. I just recently watched it because I don't know why I was feeling like nostalgia, you know, I guess, or like kind
You
of
watched it
childhood.
before, right?
Yeah, I've seen it several times.
Okay.
It was a big childhood movie when I was younger, but so I started hearing like we were talking about off camera, whatever, about how some people won't be happy. Well, they just struggle even though they have more free time. That's my struggle. I don't have enough free time. I wish I didn't have to do a regular job because I know what I want. I know how to achieve it. It's hard to find that balance. I'm struggling. The only thing I know how to do is just work and not sleep as much, which is not healthy either. But that's the only way I know how to currently do my thing right. So I was trying to find that balance, and I've known actually quite a bit of people that they say they're unhappy or they are retired, they don't know what to do, and they struggle with that, and they wish they still could work. And I never could understand that properly. But when I watched Hook, it kind of just clicked for me. It's like people don't know what their happy thought is.
How did Hook show that to you?
It showed me because it's about the main character is about it's about Peter Pan basically, but he left Neverland and he grew up. And he's living, growing up.
Interesting concept.
Yeah, it's an interesting concept. And he grew up, he forgot who he used to be.
Oh.
And his name is actually Peter Panning in this right now. And he forgot who he was. And it's about him like realizing it and then finding his true happy thought again. And then he could fly and all this other shit. It's a really cool movie. It's like, I don't want to spoil too much because I think you should watch it.
Yeah.
It's been a movie I was like, does it still hold up? Because I watched it as a kid, I fucking loved it. Still holds up in my opinion.
Okay.
But
I would watch it because just to see Robin Williams.
Yeah. I agree. And that's the same thing. Like it was shocking because he killed himself.
I was gonna say, man, that goes back to where you're saying about some people will achieve great things, be very successful, you know, and you look at them like, damn, they got it all figured out. You know, like they got the good life. but then you don't know what's
The
going on.
illusion of
in
it.
their
They
head,
look like
man.
they got it all figured out. Secret is nobody fucking probably does.
Yeah.
We're all fucked up. We're all human.
But then he just all of a sudden took his own life.
Yeah.
Like, God damn, that's crazy. You know, 'cause he looked so happy.
He did, and I think there was a lot to it. I believe he was like, I don't think it was Alzheimer's. I think there was something. He was like losing his memory. He had some kind of,
How old was he?
God, I don't know. He was one of the people that was famous for so long.
Yeah.
I feel like he was 60 or 70. He's got to be close to that. I didn't remember. He was in that age. Well, he started developing something where he's having trouble with his memory, and I think that, and on top of whatever he could have been struggling with, it was just a lot. There was a lot of suicides when he killed himself too, as well with other people. I feel
That's
like
how
those
it is,
celebrities.
man. You know, you
Yeah.
can't. If you're a big person like that and you inspire people and you're like their motivation and you're taking your own life, realistically, people are gonna, of course, follow.
No, they will, and it's
Unfortunately.
well, yeah, it's not even just follow, but I just feel like that, like, it was like a movement in a sense. Like, he did that, and I forgot what other celebrities that were pretty recent within that year or the next year. It was just like a lot of deaths from different celebrities. I was like, fuck me. It was kind of that doesn't help if you're struggling, you know. I was like, oh shit. Like if they're struggling, you know, they're not. I'm not even close to anything.
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
like, but that's also not what life's about. It's you gotta find that thing, and that's where I bring back. Like in Hook, you alright?
Yeah, 'cause I just remembered I saw this great photo the other
Yeah.
day that I wanted
Just
to
you looking around like a fucking.
share with you because it
Yeah.
makes a lot of sense. It was a meme, but it was a very wholesome meme that says something about life isn't meant for you to just do nothing, you know? We're not. It gave an example about how all good things come to an end, but you enjoy it, you know? Like, for
That's
example,
true.
a song, you know it's going to end eventually, you know? You start off at the beginning, there's a hook, there's a verse, you know, it has its ups and downs, and
No,
then it ends,
it's
right?
true.
And same thing with a book, you know, that there's that first page, but there's also that last page where the story ends, you know? But the thing people always pay attention to is they always pay attention to just the beginning and the end, but they don't realize that there's a whole story in between. And that's the same thing with life, you know? Life, don't just think about it like beginning, your childhood is great,
Yeah.
and then at the end you retire, and that's great. There's this whole many years of your life that you're living, working, doing all this type of shit, you know? Don't forget about that.
No.
You have to live, enjoy life. Life is meant to be enjoyed. We're not born like death is inevitable. What's the word?
Inevitable.
Inevitable,
Yeah, inevitable.
right? For
Yeah.
everyone, we're all gonna die.
We are.
So some people are kind of really nihilistic and pessimistic about it. It's like, what's the point?
No,
We're
it's
gonna
true.
die, right? But it's like, no, you're not born to die. You're born to live a life until it's
No.
your time to go. Enjoy it, you
No.
know, make the best of it. Spend time with people, you know,
No.
do fulfilling things, and that way you don't waste your life. Cause you can't just be living for the weekend. You gotta live every day of
No,
your
you
life.
do. It's there's another movie I would suggest you to watch. It's called About Time.
Mhm.
Because I'll circle back to Hook, but find your happy thought is the biggest part of this to truly live happy. Because if I was poor, I'd be happy. I mean, rich would help me have more freedom. I could live at least not have to worry about having a dumb job to take away my time, so I could actually be more creative and learn. I that's my love. It's unfortunate. It's like whenever I was a Christian, I was like, I pretend God's my number one. No, music and art has always been number one. So that was a lie I always told myself when I was younger. You're not supposed to put anything above God and Christianity. So I was like, people usually put family first, shit like that. I even told Ashley, as a side note, if there was a fire, I'm throwing my instruments out. I was like, told her that I'm going after you. She's like, what do you mean? I was like, because I know you'll be safe because you can think and I'll tell you where to go. And I'm going to go run there and grab my instruments, my animals and stuff, because most of them, hopefully, they would be in a room. Usually they are anyway. I just show up, get them out and blah, blah, blah. So I'm going with my cello and all that shit. I was like, hey, I got to do something. It's got to be safe, It's like, but anyway. But it is about finding your happy thought. And I think that, what was the movie I brought up? I apologize. About Time.
Yeah.
That has a very good example of that as well. It's
What's that movie?
so the movie's basically about the male line of the people in the family. They have the ability to travel back in time,
Oh shit.
and it's crazy. Once you reach a certain age, you can travel back in time. And this kid, he was telling the dad was telling his son this, and his son's like, "What the fuck? You're crazy!" And he's like, "No, you just go in the closet, you just concentrate on the memory, and you just go, and then you're back in the moment." And he was like, "What? That doesn't make any sense." And then he ended up trying it, and then bloop, he went back to a party where he did some embarrassing shit or whatever, and he was able to correct that moment, and it changed that fucking kind of reality. He's like, "Oh shit," but it didn't really feel real. But anyway, but the big lesson that was in the movie, I won't spoil too much of it, but it was a great movie, highly recommend. But the dad, he would live the moment again, keep it exactly the same, wouldn't change anything. Now he's reliving it, saying the exact same things. He just has different eyes. He's observing it, and he's more present. So he's just re-experiencing it. So he just re-experienced every fucking day of his life, but he's truly experiencing it the second time. Which I'm like, that does seem atrocious because I've had days I'm like, I would have loved to relive that shit again, because that would have been great. There's certain moments for sure, but even doing it every single day, but that tells me sometimes be more present in moments, sometimes be there. Like, it's hard to, there's lots of shit to think about, but I think the big lesson it taught me is sometimes it's best to be present. Like, sometimes, my kids I want to record it. Sometimes just watch it. Just be there, Sometimes you don't always have to just record it because you want to be outside of it and do all this stuff and save it. How often do we watch that shit, Sometimes we might, but I feel like someone's got to record it. It's something, something that sometimes it's just good to be there in those moments, just to be present for whoever you're with at the time. I just really feel like that was an important lesson. Highly recommend watch that movie. It's a good date night movie.
That sounds like a really good movie.
Yeah, no, it's just really good. I always like movies that are like that. To me, I wish there was a thing that I could save it, like almost like it's a NFT, these DVDs or these movies, because some I think deserve to always be on a bookshelf forever because they're not just...
Yeah, for sure. I mean, right now, you can do it in the physical way by buying a DVD.
Yeah.
But we're moving digital.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure in the future we're going to have, like, a digital library that we own.
Yeah. Not just like, I have the movie, it's in this. It'd be cool if you could, you're in, this little meta thing, which I know it already kind of exists. But yeah, like a little, it's like...
That's for sure it's going to happen. Yeah. But I know what you mean. I kind of do that myself. Like, for example, Everything Everywhere All at Once, I feel is a great movie. Like, it's like one of those movies that's it's like a classic, like cult class. I don't know. I don't know how to classify it. Just like, it's like you gotta watch it, It's a movie it's like a movement, not just a movie. Like, I feel like people may open up and become like, oh shit, I relate. Yeah, so that movie I really like a lot, and I feel like it's really impactful. So I bought 100%. I just want to own it digitally, and support them and shit. Yeah. So
I really believe in that. And it's there's just certain movies that I feel like it's like how certain songs will come out. You'll know it. You're like, what the fuck? Hey, that's different. Something to it,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I want to preserve that one as well. There's a couple movies I really want to own truly. And there's some that I'll buy, but it's not enough. I wish I had like some way of looking at it still. Like, I feel like we would have like a, I don't know. I'm waiting for technology to. It feels like, is there not another jump start gonna happen? Like, it feels like we're behind.
Oh, we're definitely. Yeah. We're gonna fucking It's happening, man.
Yeah, no.
AI.
I'm just ready for that jump right now.
Blockchain and all this stuff. It's all there, but we're at the beginning.
Yeah.
Within the next 10 years, we're gonna have that jump. Like when the BlackBerry came out, that was the beginning. And then the iPhone came out, and that was the fucking jump.
Well, this is the shit I think about all the time, because, like, I know we talked about this, I think, before. I'm not sure if it was on the podcast or not, but...
Also, I just wanted you to finish that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because we're 22 minutes in, so I'm trying to see you...
Oh, yeah.
Fully experience the hot box. Yeah.
I had to blow it downward because, my God, this shit will get so fucking smoky, but I'm about to pop off this joint right here. I'm actually going to leave this in here. I'm like, hey, Ashley, you want to just sit in here for a little bit? Chill.
Are you thinking about doing a second joint or no?
Is that what you want me to do right now? Yeah, that's what
it's
I thought.
Up to you.
Yeah, I was about to light one up.
Okay, yeah.
Because my nose isn't running, like, I've been blowing it downward, so it's not so bad.
Okay, yeah.
And I've been breathing over here where there's more air.
Yeah, that's why I was like, man, are you going to do 2 joints? Kind of, you still on that first one, and we're 22 minutes in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I started talking, I forget. Yeah. Like Kat when he was in here, he just didn't light one up yet. I'm like, hey man, that's what the whole point is. Like, oh yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? I thought you would light it up right away.
Yeah, I think he forgot. No, I think I really feel like there's gonna be a jump happening. It just right now feels like we're stagnant. Like, what the fuck's going on? Like, it feels like it's 10 years ago right now. There's no fucking difference. Nothing's happened. To me, that's outstandingly different.
Why do you say that though?
I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. I feel like we think of like, what would 2023 be like? Think about how that must have thought when you were like in early 2000s.
Like, what did you have in mind?
Not really robots, but more just like movement of things. Like, things would be faster. Like, not even just shipping. Just like, I don't know, just like different transportation, maybe not flying cars, but something like that. Something that's not still so gas, like everything be more electric. Like gas would have been done with. Like we're still the same shit, you know.
I feel like we are heading towards.
Yeah, we are, but I think we're just. It's gonna be probably still like probably 2033. You know, maybe. I don't know. I just. I don't know what it's like when the iPhone. Came out. Yeah, 2008. How that fucking jump happened. That was so ahead of its time. I guess I was waiting for something like that to happen. What's ahead of its time right now to you?
Well, why are you waiting for technology to advance when you're so anti-technology?
Because I think I don't like what it's in right now. I'm anti-technology, but I'm like, because where it's at, it's pointless shit.
Because I think it's funny they like give an example about when the iPhone came out, that was huge and changed everything, right? But this dude's a hater on smartphones.
It is. I didn't take it either.
So it's like, dude, what? Okay, something's gonna come out and you're gonna hate on that shit. It's like, what are you waiting for, man?
Yeah. No, because I guess I'm already. When I finally accepted, like, you know, I am ready, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why is it not changing? Because like when the iPhone came out, I'm like, that was so fucking different. I was like, nah, I'm good. I look cool, but I can't afford that.
Yeah.
And then I think it was whenever Obama was running for president, my brother was like, if you vote for him, I'll give you my iPhone. I'm like, you lying? He's like, I'll give it to you. I'm like, all right. So I voted, and then I got an iPhone. That was cool. And then that changed my life. It's like the amount of shit you could do with it. Mostly just for music. That's all I could use it for. Music and art and shit. The amount of shit you could do, even writing notes. Just it changed the world. I don't know what's out right now that's like that. I haven't seen anything since. You know, it's been a bit, but maybe
I think AI is fucking crazy, man.
It is.
You don't think that's
AI is
ChatGPT?
Yeah.
I mean, at the current state right now, all the shit it can do.
I've messed around with it.
Man.
I've messed around with it. It kind of that scares me as well because like I think a lot of people might be out of jobs because it's.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is what you're looking for.
It is what I'm looking for, but
Also,
I'm just
like
like
the AI art and shit. That's insane too.
No,
you can just type Mickey Mouse on a toilet smoking a joint.
It's scary,
and
bro.
it makes that. That's insane.
No, it just scares me because like we have some talented artists at our job, and I'm like, the AI art's probably a little better. I was like, I mean, it's like because they can easily type the same description and it can boop within seconds.
I thought
and I'm
that
like,
too, man. Because to give context about our job, sometimes we have art problems, you know, and we gotta wait for them to respond and fix certain things. I'm like, what if we just had on our computer our own AI art assistant where we could just be like, hey, the text on this piece of art needs to be removed. Can you do that? Done. Instead of waiting for a coworker to get it done within the next 5 hours.
In our boss, our CEO's position, if he was really invested, he could get rid of all his art staff and all that money that they make. I don't know how much. I'm sure they make a shit ton. I'm sure they make a lot of money compared to our salaries. But he could just be like, devote all that money, pay like $1 million, some, you know, badass computer nerd makes him help this AI thing. Just made to help design shit for you. That's it. And it could be some high tech level, and he could pay all that money, and that just saves you years, and you're ahead of the time. And you can type shit in, and boom, there's art, and it could just, and then you can end up getting automated machines, and we're not needed anymore. You know.
I know, that's why I'm thinking where we're headed.
That's coming quick. I feel like that's what I'm waiting for. I'm like, I just
You know what's crazy? We're talking about robots and we're talking about AI, right? ChatGPT and all that.
We are.
But you know, they're combining both of those together right now. The Boston Dynamics, you know that school or whatever that they do like a lot of engineering shit. Yeah. They have this like dog robot, right? And it was just already really advanced and crazy and cool. But they put ChatGPT in it, and now it can like talk to you and bark and shit.
I actually like that.
That's fucking crazy.
I might have a little pet robot dog. That's what I mean. Like I'm ready for like George like Jetson shit. Jetson was born right now. I don't know if you ever watched the Jetsons from a long time ago. Mm-hmm. That character was born at around this time, and he was like in his 50s in the Jetsons future. Mm-hmm. You probably don't know what I'm talking about. Sorry, but it was like
I know what you're talking about. I'm just waiting for the point.
That was it. No, I was like, wow, that's gonna be crazy.
Okay. Well, thanks for interrupting me with that.
Apologies, man.
You know, but back to my point.
Yeah.
It's crazy that we have already crazy technology with robots. And we have this crazy, insanely smart AI, right?
Yeah.
Combine those two together, that's going to create a robot that's insanely smart.
No, that seems
scary.
Awesome. It's scary, but it seems awesome as well.
I think that's terrifying.
Yeah, no, it is. It is.
Yeah.
He's like super terrifying.
Yeah. You good?
My eyes watering.
Guys are tearing.
I'm like, oh,
You
get me getting this clear air. Let me get this clear air.
You are 29 minutes in so
Yeah.
far. Just to give you a heads up on your status.
Ooh, I'm doing alright. It's scared to get smoky where my eyes just are constant water.
Yeah.
My nose can't quite breathe out of.
Damn, that's crazy.
But
yeah, I think I want to be optimistic, and I hope that we reach a point where these AI and robots actually do everything for us, and we don't have to do shit, and we could just choose to work. You know?
well, I was looking at that stuff before, and I was thinking about this. I know a long time ago. I look how things changed. There was this dude that was like a lamp lighter. He would light lamps.
Lighter?
Lamp lighter. He would just be on the streets lighting those lamps because electricity didn't exist. They had gas and shit. Turn on, light lamp, turn on. And there was also, before they had alarms, there was a lady, she would shoot peas at your window to wake you up. Or ring a bell. You'd have a bell, sometimes they just ring it. But that was their job. They'd walk around, and I'm like, nothing else existed, and people had to have culture training and tell someone, I can make something make this work. And that's it. And then I was just seeing how we moved. And it started to get faster and faster and faster because it feels like it was like a slow cog turning. Now it feels like it's like, so I feel like as soon as we get AI, my God, dude, that's gonna be coming up with shit so fast because as soon as we think of it, blah, 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 and a machine can just print it out. I know that's gonna be the future one day. But as of right now, I just look at stuff, how things are created, and try to relate to our world. I'm like, it's kind of scary. I feel like it's gonna be so different.